everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Some serious pride on the line in this contest as these two divisional rivals take the field together for the first time this season. Almost a playoff atmosphere surrounding the game between these two bitter opponents. It's the Raiders going up against the Chiefs. So let's get you out to Kansas City as we say hello to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Princeton man, this is Spencer Ware. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Eric Berry's a textbook definition of ball-hawking safety. You name it, he can do it on the football field.
So 2nd and goal here from the 9. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. They run it here. Where? And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Pernell McPherson's a strong run-stuffing outside linebacker who's beginning to blossom as a pass rusher.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4.
All right, here we go. Back down it up, Philly. Here we go. All right, now look at 56.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Back down it up, Philly. Here we go. Over. Gone.
They'll try and throw for it here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Let's go.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And now here comes Kansas City. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's got his man. It's Kurz. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. And the back goes into motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got Kurz. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. To throw again. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Ten yards to go on 3rd.
Watching now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Gone. Watching now, Barney.
Halfback sent in motion. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Lucky 56. Gone.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
On the ground, this is Ware. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose lose yardage back at the 38. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll try again with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
Come on, let's go. What? There we go.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Play clock winding down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run it with Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Le'Veon Bell, no shades there in 2015 against the Chargers where he stumbled in. Here he can't get in, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Watch him now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Gun. No. Check. Patriot. Over. No. Here we go. Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got him pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Here we go now. Over.
He'll try again with the Army. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Spencer Lanning now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Detroit!
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Looking to throw. And down he goes. Brought down, a Raiders sack. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. And the back goes into motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. A gain of 6 there on first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Blue, Landon. Blue, Detroit.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. It's 4th down. Offense still on the field. They're going for it.
Now let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit. Double up. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Deep drop. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go. 190. 190.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Just 1 yard to go here on second down. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. The give is to Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan. I've been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Randy Gregory in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Complete. Richardson has it. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it. Not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do.
You have to control the guy playing over the nose in order to run the ball up the middle against a 3-4, and they did that very well on that play. And that hurts the linebackers, because what they're counting on, especially the guys in the middle, is that nose taking on 2, sometimes 3 blockers, eating those guys up and allowing the linebackers to run free and make a play. But when they control the nose, it allows other guys to get upfield to that second level and block the linebackers. And now the running backs got some room to run.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go. 38. Ohio.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he'll cut it to the left. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And it is now 21-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left sideline, incomplete. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Fresh set of downs here.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run.
Come on, let's go.
Again, it's Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Into the 4th quarter now. The offense has got to feel like they've imposed their will and kind of taken the life out of the defense. And you can see it from the perspective of the guy carrying the football. Those holes have to look huge. Similar to a great hitter, seeing a ball come into the plate and he's in the zone. The ball looks like a beach ball to him. He's just smacking it over the wall. Now what you're seeing is a runner whose eyes are wide open, and he's envisioning a goal line.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the time they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So now 3rd and goal. Will the defense bring some extra pressure here? No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal?
Now, this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. Now Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's only gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo. And the Raiders have got him. Mario Edwards in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
All right, here we go. No.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
3 down. Watch it now, Barney. Blue, landing.
Halfback sent in motion.
Is that yours?
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
It's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Come on, let's go. 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That pass was into the end zone, but it was tipped up in the air, and that leads to a few anxious moments. Who's going to come up with it? Defenders want that ball knocked to the ground at the worst, hopefully intercepted. In this case, you give them the chance for the offense to come by and pick it up, but instead, it ends up on the ground.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. And now here comes Kansas City. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wiley? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
All right, here we go. Over. Detroit. Check out, bro.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play.
All right, here we go. Green, Detroit. Hurry up, Leopard. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard. Gun.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Raiders, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time.